children. Hello, good morning to all of you. And in today's lesson, we are going to revise the same lesson of my previous video, the ailing planet, the green movement's role, written by Nani Padkiwala. So children, let me revise all the important points of the lesson, and before that I welcome you all to my English class. So the green movement is started nearly 25 years ago. So children, the green movement, what do you mean by green movement? That means not to cut trees, we must take care of our earth. Okay, we must not be responsible for the pollution which we are spreading, and we should nurture the earth as the earth is also nurturing us. So this the green movement is started nearly 25 years ago. The world first nationwide Green Party was founded in New Zealand. So Zealand, for the first time, the Green Party was there found in New Zealand in 1972. Since then, the movement has not looked back. And children, after that, the people of that related with that movement, they are moving ahead. They have never looked back. In fact, no other movement in world history has excited human race so much as the Green movement. Children, the fact is that till now, no other movement in the world has excited so much all the human beings as this green movement, and the excited human race so much as the green movement. Till now, no other movement had excited human race. For the first time, there is a growing awareness that the earth itself is a living organism. So children, for the first time, children, it is a growing awareness there among the people that our earth is not a non-living thing, but they are taking it as a living organism, and it has its own metabolic needs and essential processes. And children, the earth has its own metabolic need and essential process. The sign pertaining to the earth life shows a patient in declining health. Now children, in this lesson, the main thing is this: whatever the sign which is proclaimed by the earth, which is shown by the earth, it is showing that the earth health is declining. It is not very healthy. The earth health is declining. People have now fully realized their moral duty to be good custodians of the planet. Now children, it is part of our duty not to make our earth ill. How? By not throwing chemicals, by not cutting trees. So many are there. In fact, directly or indirectly, it is we human beings, we are responsible for the ill health of our mother earth, and responsible trustees of the legacy to future generation. So children, it is our moral duty to be a good health care. We should be taking care of the health of our planet, and we should be responsible of this legacy still in our future generation also. We should teach our future generation also to take care of the health of the mother earth. The World Commission on Environment and Development popularized the concept of sustainable development in 1987. It defined the idea as the development that meets the need of the present without endangering the ability of future generation to meet their needs. Man is the most dangerous animal in the world. Now children, according to one of the zoo, children, a cage is there. In that cage, a mirror is kept, and in the mirror, you will see your own reflection. That means children, our reflection is representing the whole human race. And children, it has been told there that it is the man who is the most dangerous animal. Now he has realized the wisdom of shifting from a system based on domination to one based on partnership. Scientists have arranged list of 1.4 million living species on Earth beside man. About 3 to 100 million other living species still stay unnamed in humiliating the darkness. The Branded Commission was the first international commission to deal with the question of ecology and environment. So children, the Brand Commission was the first international commission to deal with the question of ecology and environment. The first branded report raised the question whether we were to leave our successor a dried earth of increasing desert, poor landscape and ailing environment. Now children, it was asked to us that what type of earth we are going to present to our future generation. Okay, is it a dried earth of increasing desert, poor landscapes and ailing environment? Mr. Leisure R. Brown has listed Earth's four main biological system. So children, it was Mr. Brown who has given the four name of Earth fourth main biological system. And children, what are these? These are fisheries first, second is forest, third is grassland, and the fourth is cropland. They form the basis of the world economic system. They supply us food and raw materials for industries. In large area of the world, these systems are reaching unsustainable reason. So children, day by day, they are reaching to the point of unsustainable level. Their quality is becoming low. The productivity is being damaged. And children, the productivity of fisheries, cropland, grassland and forest, it is being damaged by us only every day to day. When this happens, fisheries break down, forest, children, when this will be happening like that, have you ever thought of a result? No. So let me tell you about the result. Children, fisheries are breaking down, forests are disappearing, grassland are changed into barren wasteland and cropland become worse. Okay. Overfishing is common in protein hungry world. Children, fish is the main source of protein. So it is common in protein hungry world. In poor countries, local forests are destroyed to obtain fuel for cooking. Tropical forests are wearing away at the rate of 40 to 50 million acres a year. The growing use of dung for burning deprives the soil of an important natural fertilizers. Over the last 4 decades, India forests have reached disastrous exhaustion. India is losing its forests at the rate of 3.7 million acres a year. Large area, officially named forest land, are almost treeless. A UN study warns that the environment has deteriorated quite hardly in many of the 88 countries investigated. The growth of world population is one of the strongest factors distorting the future of human society. So children, population, of course, the growth of world population is one of the stronger factors distorting the future of human society. Mankind reached the first billion mark in more than a million years. That was the world population in the year 1800. By the year 1900, a second billion was added. The 20th century was added another 3.7 billion. The present world population is estimated at 5.7 billion. Every 4 days, the world population increases by 1 million. Fertility falls as income rises. So children, as income rises, fertility falls. Education is spread and health improves. So education is spreading, but the health improves. Development is the best contraceptive. However, development may not be possible if population grows on increasing at this rate. The population of India is estimated to be 920 million in 1994. It is more than the entire population of Africa and South America put together. Unless population control is given up most priority, the hope of the people would die in their hungry herdsments. There is no alternative to voluntary family planning without an element of coercion. The choice is really between control of population and continuation of poverty. We notice a surprising concern. People are worried not only about their own survival but that of the planet as well. People have begun to take an overall view of the very basis of life. The environment problem in our passport for the future, a new world vision has emerged. It has unushered in the era of responsibility. It is holistic view, an ecological view. We now see the world as an integrated whole rather than separate parts. Industries have a very important role to play in this new era of responsibility. Leading businessmen should excel in environmental performance, then they can control to exist as leading manufacturers. The words of Margaret Thatcher are used frequently. She remarked, "No generation has a free hold on this earth. All we have is a life tenancy with a full repairing lease." Mr. Lazar Brown, the author of the Global Economic Prospect, rightly observed, "We have not inherited this earth from our forefather, we have borrowed it from our children." Okay, so children, this is the main background of the lesson, and I would like to tell you something more about this lesson. Okay, here Nani Palkhiwala, the well-known lawyer, is this article actually appeared in the newspaper, the Indian Express, on 24th November 1994, and he is talking, he is giving his view on the ecological situation of the earth, and he is telling that our earth is its health is declining day by day, and we should take care of it. Okay, then children, here again few of the important things which I would like to share with you. The Green Movement started in 1972. The world's first nationwide Green Party was found in New Zealand. Since then, the movement has gripped the imagination of the entire human race. Many people were influenced by this race. Okay, so Copernicus taught us that the Earth and the other planet revolves around the Sun. Similarly, the Green Movement has brought the idea that Earth is a living organism. We have moved towards a holistic and ecological view of the world. The Earth vital sign reveals a patient in decline health. So children, what here it has been found that they have compared Earth to a patient which is declining its health. Humans have realized their ethological obligation to protect and preserve the need of the planet. Now children, it is we human beings, we have realized that the earth, Mother Earth, is getting ill, its health is affected, and children, we should protect and preserve the need of the planet. Now there is a concept of sustainable development. Okay. The concept of sustainable development was popularized in 1987 by the World Commission on Environment and Development. Okay, it stressed the idea of development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their need. It means that we should pursue development for our present need, but we should be careful about the need of the future generation as well. In the zoo at Lusaka, Zambia, there is a cage where the notice reads, "The world's most dangerous animal." Inside the cage, there is a mirror in which we see our reflection. With the continuous and sustained effort of a number of agencies in different countries, the human beings are realizing that they should not dominate the earth but respect her as a partner. So children, we should not dominate our earth, we should respect her as if she is our partner. The Brandt Commission was one of the first children international commission which deals with the question of ecology and environment of the earth, An Indian, Mr. L.K. Jha, was a member of this commission. The first Brand report raised the question, are we to leave our successor a planet of advancing deserts, impoverished landscape and ailing environment? Mr. Lesser R. Brown, in his book, The Global Economic Prospect, he has written a book, and the name of the book is The Global Economic Prospect, points out Earth's four major biological systems. And just now I have discussed also fisheries, forest, grassland and cropland. These four are the foundation of the global economic system. Besides providing us food, they provide nearly all the raw material for the industries. Human claim on this system are becoming unsustainable and thus their productivity is being impaired. This had led to drastic results. Several species are being extinct due to such destruction. So many species, like you can see bear, hippopotamus, lion. So children, they are being extinct due to such destruction. Forests precede mankind, deserts follow. The ancient parsimony of tropical forest is now ending at the rate of 40 or 50 million acres. The World Bank estimates that a five-fold increase in the rate of forest planting is needed to cope with the expected fuel wood demand in the year 2000. James Smith, the president of the World Resources Institute, revealed a very alarming statistic that we are losing the forest at an acre and a half a second. Article 48A of the Indian Constitution states that it is the duty of the state to make effort to improve the environment and safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. Unfortunately, laws are never respected nor enforced in India. Large area officially designated as forest land are virtually treeless. Now children, in this chapter further it is discussed about the menace of overpopulation. The growth of world population is one of the strongest factor overshadowing the future. Every 4 days the world population increases by 1 million. The population of India is more than the entire population of Africa and South America. Together, more children do not mean more workers. It merely means more people without work. The only solution to this is voluntary family planning. Era of responsibility is the next point here. Slowly but steadily, people are understanding the concept that the entire world should be treated as an integrated whole rather than a collection of separate parts. For sustainable development of the world, everyone has to play his role. Even the industries. Margaret Thatcher and Lesser Brown suggested that Earth is not our property. It passes from one generation to another, with the hope that each generation will take care of it so as to pass it on to the next with its resources intact. Mr. Brown has put this thought very beautifully. He said, we have not inherited this earth from our forefather, we have borrowed it from our children. Okay. So children, so now children, I am going to start doing the explanation of the lesson. So children, the Alien Planet, the Green Movement Rule, written by Nani Palkhiwala. Now some of the expressions are written here, and after that I am going to read the lesson. The following article was written by Nani Palkhiwala and published in the Indian Express on 24th November 1994. So children, this article, it was written on 24th November 1994, and it was first printed in the Indian Express, written by Nani Palkhiwala. So this children chapter came in the form of the article. The issues that he raised regarding the declining health of the earth continues to have relevance. Now children, why it was considered as an important part of the newspaper? Because children, somebody has raised issue regarding the declining health. In this, it was declared that earth health is declining day by day, and we should take care of that health. One cannot recall any movement in world history which has gripped the imagination of the entire human race. So children, recall means remember. So I am writing the word meaning also. Recall means remember. And children, one word is there, gripped. Grip means controlled. So these are the two new words. Grip means control and recall means remember. Okay. In 1972, the world's first nationwide Green Party was founded in New Zealand. Since then, the movement, the first nationwide Green Party was found in New Zealand. Since then, the movement has not looked back. So children, for the first time in 1972, the Green Party was found in New Zealand in 1972, and since then children, it has not looked back. It is moving forward, and lot of children ecological and environmental studies are going on. So one cannot recall any movement. So children, no movement has become so famous as children like the green movement. And children, this started in the year 25 years ago in 1972. The world's first nationwide Green Party was there in New Zealand. Since then, the movement has not looked back. We have shifted one hope's irrevocably. So children, one hope is there and it is not changed anymore. So what is the meaning of, this is a new word, irrevocably. Irrevocably means unchangeably. Unchangeably. So irrevocably means unchangeably. From the mechanistic view to a holistic and ecological view of the world. So children, we have not shifted till then. One hope was still not changed. And what was that? From the mechanistic view, mechanistic is just like machine, to a holistic and ecological view. Holistic is complete and comprehensive view. So what is the meaning of holistic? It is complete and holistic view. And ecological view, connected with the relation of the planet and living creature. It is a shift in human perception. What is the meaning of perception, children? Here, perception here means knowledge. So children, it is a shift in human knowledge as revolutionary as introduced by Copernicus, who taught mankind in the 16th century that the earth and the other planets revolves around the sun. Children, it is as important as which was taught to us by Copernicus. What Copernicus has taught us? He has taught us that, children, that the earth and the other planet, they revolve around the sun. So this is as important as what Copernicus has told us. He had told us that we have one hope is not changing, that we have our mechanical viewpoint of view to a holistic and ecological view of the world has not changed. It is a shift in human perception as revolutionary as introduced by Copernicus, who taught mankind in the 16th century that the earth and the other planets revolves around the sun. For the first time in human history, there is a growing worldwide consciousness that the earth itself is a living organism. So children, for the first time in the world, it was declared that the earth is like a living organism. Okay, this has become as famous as the theory of Copernicus. What was the theory of Copernicus? The theory of Copernicus was that the earth and the other planet is revolving around the sun. So this fact, children, it was a very important fact, and everybody considered that fact. Suddenly, children, like that, this was an also important discovery that earth is like a living organism. And it's a living organism, an enormous being of which we are part. And children, it is a very enormous being. Okay, it is an enormous being, and we are the parts of the earth. It has its own metabolic needs. What is a metabolic need, children? Chemical process of living things. So children, it has got its own metabolic needs. The earth has its own metabolic need, and we are the part of the earth which needs to be. And children, this earth, it is like a living organism, and we have to respect and preserve our mother earth. We have to respect it, and children, we have to preserve our mother earth. The earth vital signs reveal patient is declining health. So children, the earth vital sign reveals patient in declining health. We have begun to realize our ethical obligation. Ethical is moral, obligation is duty. So many word meaning we have to write. Okay, and so few difficult word, some of the difficult word meaning, children, I am going to write it now. Now, metabolic needs are the chemical process of a living thing. So first difficult word is metabolic needs. It's a chemical process of a living things. Okay, so this is the first word meaning. I think you all should note it down. And then children, earth's vital sign means very necessary. Children, earth vital sign is very necessary sign of earth. Okay. Then children, few more words. Ethical is moral and obligations is duty. So children, ethical is moral. And obligations means duty. So children, these are some of the new words which I have written on the board. You have to learn this word, otherwise you won't be able to understand this lesson. The earth vital signs reveals patient in declining health. Children, all the important sign which is revealed by the earth, it is showing as if it's proving that as if it is like a patient, and day by day the health of the earth is being declined. We have begun to realize our ethical obligation to be good stewards of the planet. Okay, and children, now this has become our moral duty. It has become ethical obligation. What do you mean by ethical obligation? Ethical obligation is that, children, it is our moral duty that we should take care of earth. We should treat it as a living organism. We should take care of its health. And children, we should take care of we should not destroy our environment. Okay. Environment and development in its effort to define the idea as development that meets the need of the present without compromising the ability of future generation. So children, we should not destroy our planet, and we should be responsible trustee of the legacy. Legacy is legal heritage. This is a new word. Legacy means legal heritage. Okay. So children, there is a legacy to future generation, responsible trustees of the legacy to our future generation. Now children, this is a bit very ecological terms are there, so we have to note down whatever the word meaning I am teaching you, and then only children you will be able to learn your lesson. With this I complete this video today, and in my next video we will be continuing our lesson. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.